I'm Emily Rose.
And I'm Dan Philgreen. Welcome to Shell Point Today for Wednesday, March 27th.
We're breaking through the midweek wall by bringing Michelle Tompkins into the studio to talk about all the wellness happenings coming to Shell Point next month.
Previewing these programs that we have going on for April. So thanks, Anna, for taking some time to be with me today to talk about what we have going on.
Marge Lee tracks down another proficient virtuoso as part of her latest art chat.
And let's start by talking about this, a more traditional approach.
And Beth Crenshaw and Dottie Morrison talk about how you can see the winning entries from this year's photo contest and show.
But first, we're giving the Capitol a makeover as part of our look back on this day in history. It was 107 years ago today when the first cherry trees were planted in Washington, D.C. A gift of over 3,000 Yoshina cherry trees was relocated from a suburb of Tokyo to the U.S. Capitol. The first two were placed right outside the Jefferson Memorial by First Lady Helen Taft and Viscountess Chinda, wife of the Japanese ambassador. The rest of the trees would make their way around the East Potomac Park, bringing vibrant colors and alluring smells to the city. Every March 27th, the nation's capital comes together to celebrate the cherry blossom trees as part of an annual festival, a 2-week-long celebration of the relationship between the U.S. and Japan. And a fun fact, in the aftermath of World War II, cuttings from Washington's cherry trees were sent back to Japan to restore the Tokyo collection that was decimated by American bombing attacks during the war.
Happening tomorrow, it's the latest special guest presentation courtesy of the Shell Point Aviation Club. At 1:15 in the Social Center, come out and learn about all the health issues that pilots face from Dr. Jay Flotman. As both a physician and a pilot, Dr. Flotman will break down some of the major issues that pilots deal with, including getting too much or too little oxygen and dealing with altitude challenges. The former flight surgeon for the Thunderbird USAF demo team, he will offer first-hand experience in dealing with these dangerous medical conditions. Being a pilot seems like a dream, but there are hidden dangers lurking in the skies, and Dr. Flotman will look to break down some of these issues as part of tomorrow's Aviation Club meeting.
We want to remind anyone who signed up that court pickups for the theater performance of the $1 Million Quartet will begin at 3:45 on the island. Your evening begins with dinner at the Twisted Vine. Then you will head across the street to the Florida Repertory Theater to watch the Tony Award-winning musical sensation. $1 Million Quartet tells the real-life serendipitous encounter of some of rock and roll's biggest legends. It was one day in Memphis when Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis Presley held an impromptu recording session. Come out and see these stars brought to life in a lively musical performance featuring hits like Blue Suede Shoes, Folsom Prison Blues, and Great Balls of Fire. There could still be a ticket or two available, so if you want to spend an evening with some legendary musicians, head to any concierge desk to see if any seats remain for the $1 Million Quartet.
Whether it's at the Holiday Bazaar or at the Shell Point gift shop, you've probably seen the masterful woodworking of Bart Sharp. Well, Marge Lee had to see how he learned to create his fantastic wooden works of art as part of this latest segment of Art Chat.